Hey y'all, Lexi with Helix Stitchcraft here. So, today is September 3rd, 2025, and it is Witch Whip Wednesday. WWW. So, my plan for Witch Whip Wednesday is the first Wednesday of each month. We're going to review the things that I've completed in the month prior, as well as finish up with any last minute FOs that I've not shown you yet. And then we're going to look at it, what it is that I have actually in the works, being touched or intending to be touched very soon. I have a lot going on right now. So we're going to look ahead at the WIPs that I'm touching currently and what it is that I'm trying to accomplish within the month to come. So, yeah. First off, I have 2 more FOs for the month of August 2025. So I had to frog an entire hat. I have kind of a large head, like a 23-inch head. I was following a bag o' day pattern for the short row beanie, and she had suggested that if you wanted a larger hat to go up half of a hook size, so I went from her suggested 5mm to a 5.5, and it was gigantic. Even now, as is, it is quite large, but I can wear it. So here's the hat that I finished. And I will link Bag o' Day's pattern tutorial for that beanie down below. So the other object that I managed to finish just in time, and will be gifting today. Today for me is actually Tuesday, September 2nd. So I will be gifting today when I see my sister mother, Amelia. I made her this poncho the other day out of the Chuckles Lion Brand Roving Divigation yarn that Lori from Lori's Stories and Crochet gifted me. So thank you. So that there poncho was just, free-handed, classic granny cluster, simple poncho. I have a little bit of a problem going. So we're gonna talk about the WIPs a little bit. What am I working on? What is ahead? What is ahead? I have my project is due to be posted October 14th for the Decade Divas Challenge. This is where a lot of us creators are creating an object that we were inspired by the 70s to create said object. I really just broke my brain. Give me a second. Decade Divas, October 14th. I have 5 ideas that I would love to get done, but realistically, that's not going to happen. I have the first of my fiber project items done, and really it's the only one that is absolutely imperative to me posting a video. I just have to create the video now. And the video is going to be the bigger production, I feel. So I have one more that I would really like to get done to go in tandem with this project, but it is what it is, and I'll get done what I get done. I would say that I am 2/3 the way through a completed video, but I have more that I would like to add on to that. Anyway, so Decade Divas, it's kind of the #1 priority right now. Get the video done before I go to Montana at the end of the month. And then by, September 7th, SENTRO Sunday, a seasonal SENTRO Sunday with Lori at Lori Stories and Crochet. She and I will be creating trick-or-treat bags on our 48-pin SENTROs at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Feel free to join us. Give us some pointers now, then, whenever, in between, because both of us are pretty novice at this SENTRO thing. So that'll be fun. It's just going to really be a hangout session. It's just an excuse to hang out with Lori and for you guys to come hang out with us. Yeah, so that's coming up. Then that will complete a Halloween project for Armchair Chefs, September, I'm sorry, September Halloween make-along. So I'm going to be doing that. And then I need to focus, if you all remember, here's the heavy cream. This is Magicland yarn, hand-dyed yarn from Oceanside, California, inspired by the best place on earth. I tried so hard. I have just the neck of this eventual paint splatter poncho begun, and I need to get it done and sent back to Karen at Magicland. Speaking of Magicland, if you guys have not seen, they constantly have kind of their stock and shuffle according to what they're taking with them and selling at fiber festivals and this. And so, but right now they're taking pre-orders for, I'm going to cut away to a picture and show you, because I cannot believe how beautiful a job Karen has done with her seasonal spooky, I think it's spooky but cute lineup. Check this palette out. I'm obsessed, and I need the black one. It's called Park After Dark. I need that one. That one and the one with the black speckles. I need the black speckles. I need those two to be in a project. I'm not exactly sure what it is yet, but it's there and I want it. Anyway, Magicland yarn. I have to get the poncho done. I have swatches too that I have to send to them. So that is the next priority after my Decade Divas project. Here and there, the pleasure projects, I am working on a lot of shawls. We have Shannon at Another Yarn has her magnificent 7 sweaters. I currently have almost 7 shawls. I'm gonna cut away for a minute. Hey y'all, Future Lexi here to say that when I recorded this morning, forgot to go over the August FOs. Just to do a little review. Back in January, I decided to start logging all of the FOs that I got done each month. And a few of them I grouped together, things like a hat and cowl set is one thing, right? But back in January, I completed 6 projects. In February, I completed 7 projects. In March, 17, April, 19, May, 6, excuse me, good grief, June, 8, July, 7, and for the month of August, 10. I completed my other mother's hug that unfortunately never made it to her. My 3 set, so Tiny, Ruse, and my pink ponchos, which I actually realized that I didn't show you guys my pink poncho, I don't think. I've worn it in lives, but I don't know that I actually showed you that I completed mine. But I did. So now my girls and I have matching pink ponchos. So anyway, Deb's hug, the 3 pink ponchos. My Sissy from Another Missy Kira's black top, the Checkmate top that I made. And then the Bots top. The shawl for one of the ladies that'll meet us in Montana, and my Halloween hexie, my Trent hexie, the bumblebee top, and Bobby's sweater hug. So that's a lot. These are all, not all, but several of them are quite large pieces. I'm feeling pretty good about that. So moving into September, I literally have maybe another, let's see, where are we? I have this much from here to here left of the border to do on my second FO of September. So follow along. Let's keep going in the video. Sorry about that. I had to cut away for a minute between the neighbors yelling at each other and my kids yelling at each other. Anyway, I think I was saying something about having about 7 shawls. So we're going to go through that. And one of the things that I want to do is I'm going to put I got myself a new bag of stitch markers because I can never freaking find these ones. These are the ones that don't just fall off or snag or whatever. Anyway, these are kind of my favorite. I think I've decided I don't like the metal light bulb ones. But anyway, so I got some replacements. We're going to mark together where I am today in this video at the beginning of the month, and then we will review together at the very end of the month what I have finished and or how much progress has been made. Okay, so maybe that is a next Witch Whip Wednesday. All right, I'm gonna pour some of these out over here so I have them ready. We're gonna use neons today. Use some bright neons to mark where we are on September, technically 2nd today for me. All right, count them with me. This one is from my Tiny. This is one of the Hirschner's Mill-End cakes that I got, 2 for $14.99. These happen to have been the $34 cakes from Hobby, the whatever the hell super deluxe something or another sparkles. So Tiny gave up her Jessica shawl, the blue one. She kind of claimed it, but then I decided that I really needed to go to the bride Jessica as her something blue, and Tiny gave that up, and I promised her that I would make her a replacement shawl in a sparkle yarn. So I'm not far, but I'm making up a pattern as I go. This is where we are today. So let me find my stitch. We're going to mark this. When I pick up this stitch and start hooking again, I will move it down to the post so that we know. But there we are. So there's one. I'm gonna mark these down too. Where's my marker? We're gonna count. There's one. And then we have my black cashmere blend shawl, doing in a 3mm hook. I had to frog a bunch of this. So currently this is where we are. I believe this one is going to be going with me to Montana. Again, that's at the end of the month, so it depends on what I get done between now and then. But because this one I know for certain is mine, there's not as much urgency to hurry up and get it done. So it's going to be one of the last things I pick up, I think, except I really enjoy working on it. So maybe that's a lie. I don't know, but we'll see. This is where we are today. Let me find my stitch. Find and mark my stitch. Oh, we're at the end over here. Cool. And again, when I pick up that stitch and start working again, we'll move this down to the post, and we will know where we were at the start of the month. So there's that one. So that's 2 shawls. There is no particular order here to the shawl discussion. So yesterday when I came home, I had an itch that needed to be scratched, apparently, because I scratched it until about 2 a.m. I felt the need to make a Jessica shawl. Again, this is a bag a day pattern. I will link that down below as well. I've linked it several times, but I will try to remember to link the Jessica shawl pattern down below because it is an easy 2-row repeat. It's a beautiful lacy looking pattern, and I decided last night to try to work it up in some of this mohair looking stuff, and look at how gorgeous. I don't know who this is for. I actually think that this might go into some sort of a giveaway. I'm not sure, but I do like it. This was, notice that it's not actually opal. Okay, it's all in German. I tried to look it up. It says it's opal sock yarn. I don't know. It came from Temu, so whatever. It's nice. I like it. It feels good. I can't wait to like hand wash it and soften it up just a little bit more, I think. But this is ball number 3, and that'll finish it up for me. This I intend to have done today, so I'm not even going to mark this one because I'm going to get this one done today. There's 3. Okay, again, I'm marking. And then we have what I'm calling the Mimi shawl. This is for my mother, and this shall be my submission for September's magical make along with Michelle and Cheyenne Live Fantastical. because look at that apple. It looks like an apple slice, doesn't it? And this month's themes for the Magical Make Along is apples and harvest. Look at the rest of this cake. Is that not the most beautiful apple color? I absolutely love this. I love working on it. Again, Jessica, it's a very significant pattern because my brother became a husband and married Jessica this year. So that's the thing. And then I have this. I got hair in my butt. I kept staring at this sock yarn that I got. This is a Mary Maxim Simply Sock. Oh, it's upside down. Simply Sock. I think it's 75% superwash. Yes, and 25% nylon. It's a little toothy, a little bit, but it's nice. It's just a little toothy. This is another Bag O' Day pattern that I quite enjoy. It doesn't have a real name to it, but it's a 1-row repeat. You see those stitches when I pull them apart? I decided to work this up. This is probably going to be like a little neckerchief. Freaking flies. Always got to be in the video. Got to make a appearance. I don't know who it's for. I don't know. I just had an urge. I wanted to do that pattern in this yarn, and it's pretty. It's working out beautifully. So that'll be a thing. And that is what, number 4 and 5? Sure is 4 and 5. Okay, 4 and 5. Let me tuck this away properly real quick. I will regret it if I don't. Keeping my books safe inside of the... Stick this one in here. Okay, much better. Oh! Stitch markers. Okay, again, I plan on having this done by the end of the month. It is my submission for the Magical Mal, but I will go ahead and mark where we are. I already have a stitch marker on it, so I don't lose stitches, but I will mark where we are as of today. We'll also pull this one back out and do the same. Because this one, again, who knows? I don't know when I'll work on it again. It's just there because I wanted the yarn to be that thing. Okay, they're both marked. We're good. Those were 4 and 5. What else do I have in front of me? I have... Oh my goodness, come on. There we go. Number 6. This is another one of those Hirschner's Mill End sparkle cakes that I got. So this one hurts me a little bit. I used 2 of these cakes. So I gifted one actually to Lori at Lori's Stories and Crochet. I got 4 of them. I'm sick of the place. I gifted one to Lori at Lori's Stories and Crochet, and I used 2 of them to make the jacket for my other mother that didn't ever make to her. I can't even say it. Before she passed, I started a shawl inspired by her. I'm calling it the Witchy Woman shawl. I just had an inspiration one day. There were numbers in my head and a chart. A chart was in my head, and I don't typically read charts. I can kind of follow them, but I don't typically read charts. But there was a chart in math in my head, and I had to get it down on paper, and I asked my husband, please take the children away so I could do this thing, and I did the thing. And then I started it. And then Mama passed, and I haven't touched it. So I need to pick this up. I need to work on this. But I haven't been. So we're going to mark this one. Here we are, as of today. I don't know when I'll work on that one again. Not right now. I know that. Okay, now I said, okay, so that was number 6. I said potentially 7. So here's the thing. Do you know what a heavy cream is? A heavy cream is when you have all the yarn pulled together and ready for the project. You know what the project is. This, look at the colors in that. Beautiful. This was some 100% Australian wool that I got from Temu that is going to become a scarf, shawl, et sort of thing. I have kind of a pattern in my head, but I don't have an actual pattern yet. It hasn't been started yet because I'm shopping around for an actual pattern to base this image in my head off of, if you follow me. So here's one of my shawl heavy creams that is lingering within reach in case I suddenly know what to do with it. Along that same line, do you remember me balling this up not long ago? This was the Swan Lake. I have the tag over here still. 50% cashmere, 40% fine wool, and 10% Angora. Lotus yarns, Swan Lake yarn. That is also some sort of a shawl or shawlette, scarf thing. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is. That's what it is. That's what it wants to be when it grows up. Some of us are just naturally born what we're meant to be. That's what it is. Anyway. And then harvest. So the magical make along is apples and or harvest colors. So I pulled these out. Look how pretty. It's not the highest quality wool ever, but it is a good, decent wool from Temu in beautiful harvest colors. So again, I can see it in my head. I'm looking for something to base the image in my head off of, but there's a harvest moon coming. So what was that? 6? That's 8. That's 8 shawls. And then I have a scarf. My sissy from another Missy sent me this Universal Yarns bamboo sock. This stuff is so incredibly soft and just lovely to touch at its 50%. That's so small. Hold on. 50% superwash merino wool, 25% bamboo, and 25% nylon. It is so soft that I wanted to play with it. And so I started a corner, and I think it will have a tassel someday, or a poof maybe. I don't know. There's not enough yarn here for that. But and then I just started doing random stitches. I don't know. Teeny tiny hook. And then I realized how perfectly that matches. So this is going to be a set. This is going to be a hat. This is Barocco Chunky Vintage. It's a wool blend. That's what wool and acrylic, I believe. But look at how perfectly those match. Oh, this freaking fly. Anyway. So there you have it. If we count this, that's what, 9? 9. And then I have an urge for hats right now. As you notice with the short row beanie. And so I have the Dazzle Air that my sissy from another Missy sent me. Both sitting here because they need to be hats, I decided. I like it. I don't want hats. I'm thinking I'm going to do one dark hat, one light hat, because I have 2 of these, of each. I have 2 of this and I have 2 of this, so I have 4, okay? I'm going to do one hat, and then I'm going to take whatever's left over of the 2 grays and use them in one cowl. And that way the hats can go, you see what I'm doing here? I like it. So that's what's happening with that. There's you another heavy cream. What else am I doing? Let's see. Seasonal. I wrote myself a note and I don't know what it says. What? Something September 10th. What is happening September 10th? I really cannot read my own handwriting. I apologize. Oh, the seasonal pre-order for MAGICLAND yarn. You have to order by September 10th. That's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna erase that. So the safe haven blanket. I'll show you real quick. One of each. I got all 25 squares done. That color. I love my palette. So at this point, oh my goodness, I have found a nice rope-like join that I plan on using, and I think I'm using 2 different browns to join these squares. I need to have this done and turned over to Camille at Camille's Creations by November, and so I'm gonna have to be working on this. Once these granny squares are done, I had something else in mind, and I for the life of me cannot remember right now. I'm all over the place. So these are the priorities. I have to get this done, and here's you another. Okay, this is the commission robe for my friend Riot that I have begun. I started this quite a while ago. Okay, we're gonna mark this one too, because I started this forever ago, and it got hot outside, and he doesn't need it while it's hot outside, and it's Riot, and so I know we're good, and he's not in any big hurry. My kid is knocking on the door. I need you to stop. I'll be done in a minute. Hey. No, no, no. I'm not done. Go in. 5 minutes, please. I'm marking that because I need to pick this back up and start working on that too. I also have hubby's blanket. We're going to mark this too. Where we are today, I can't even begin to show you. So look, it just goes and goes and goes and goes. It's almost a blanket. It wants to be a blanket. We're gonna mark this one for where we are today. We'll see where I am by the end of the month. I believe that is all. So this is our WIP Wednesday. This is what I have going on. These are the things. Oh, I lied. There's the cocoon cardigan. I showed you that recently. I can't get to it right now, but in this yarn. There's a cocoon cardigan that is this in black mosaic. It'll eventually probably be mine. I want it to be, but we'll see what happens because you know how that goes. And then I have, I don't think I like the corner to corner, but I started corner to corner as a potential cocoon cardigan for my cousin for her office. These are all the things, okay, that I can show you that are within reach right here where I sit and I work. Yeah, it's a lot. I do a lot and I get a lot done. So stick with me through the upcoming month. We're going to have a lot of adventures together. We're going to get a lot done. Let me know what it is. What are your ultimate goals? What do you need to get done in the month of September? What make-alongs are you participating in? Are you participating in the Magical Make-Along with Michelle and Cheyenne Live Fantastical? Are you participating in Armchair Chef Lori's Halloween Make-Along for the month of September? Did you participate in the Alien Make-Along last month? Let me know in the comments. All right, I'm gonna go because my Tiny is sitting over there staring at me. Yeah, and I will be back hopefully with some more finished objects for you on Friday. Make sure to plan on joining Lori at Lori's Stories and Crochet and I this coming Sunday, September 7th at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for Seasonal Centro Sunday. I will see you then. I will talk to you all soon, and I love you dearly. Go live your lives because it's all happening. I'm gonna go live mine. Bye.